Alright, peace, shalom, hotep, assalamu alaikum. The path to God realization. So, in order to reach that path of God realization, we must start to understand what God realization is. God realization is God consciousness, Allah consciousness. God realization is constantly being aware of God in everything that we do. It is worshiping God as if we can see him, although we know that we cannot see him, but he can see us. God realization is seeing the divine, seeing God within all that exists. So that said, overeating, excessive sleeping, excessive sex, excessive traveling destroy our innate abilities. So overeating, people that overeat, people that cannot put the fork down, people that cannot control what goes into their mouths, cannot control what goes out it. They have no self-control. Excessive sex, which is probably the hardest thing to conquer, especially for a man. I will arguably argue for a woman as well, because women are trapped by sex gratification as well. As they say, women love to be seen and men love to view them, right? So excessive sex keeps us from the path of God realization. Excessive traveling can destroy our innate abilities. So traveling too much, never slowing down and meditating and understanding and realizing God, contemplating on this existence. Constant travel keeps us trapped in the illusion of everything that we're seeing, watching, studying, or whatever it is while we're on these travels, tasting while we're traveling. These things will keep us away from our innate abilities of the soul, which is to be a reflection of the divine source, which is God or Allah. Whereas self-control and exertion develop our hidden abilities and thereby lead us to God realization. So self-control, right, and exertion will lead us to our innate abilities and lead us to God realization. By controlling those things, controlling what we eat, controlling how much we have sex, or if we even indulge in sex at all, controlling how much we travel, controlling how much we sit down, contemplate, meditate, and find ourselves in prayer and meditation and selfless service. All of these things are known as devotion or worship. To be devoted and to worship, these things will help us realize God in a higher manner. It'll help us with our God consciousness or our God realization. In order to protect our mind from that sex gratification, this statement is for men. In order to protect our mind from self or sex gratification, right, we must protect our mind from all passions and so we must begin to see women as our mother or grandmother. We must begin to see women as God's property, all right? And we're not going to take somebody else's property unless we're a criminal. If we're a criminal, we'll take somebody else's property. But if we're not a criminal, if we're striving to live a righteous lifestyle and striving to have God realization, we will protect God's property. And women, they are God's property. Once they become our wives or our wife, then they are a piece of us, and they're a piece of us that belong to us in a sense, but not in the sense of belonging to us and imprisoning them where they can't do anything and all those things like that. That said, to control that sex desire and come into God realization, which is the strongest veil or the strongest barrier, the biggest barrier that helps us from or keeps us from realizing God, which is sex. We must start to view women as our mothers or our grandmothers, and we must view them as God's property. Hope this video helps you and starting to realize God, stop eating so much, stop sleeping so much, start contemplating, stop having so much sex, cut out sex altogether, and realize God, contemplate on your innate abilities, increase your praying, increase your worship, and you will start to realize who God is and who God is not. Peace, shalom, praise the Lord, hotep, ashe, and assalamu alaikum.